Okay, we're going to switch gears and talk about the negative stuff for a minute because not all races out there are positive, right? Some are operating in service to self, and there are also many narratives and conspiracy theories on Earth related to reptilian beings. So we're saving this for later in the course for that reason, because it's important again that we ground ourselves in the fact that so many of the races that exist out there are operating in service to the all that is and want to support the positive evolution of civilizations. That being said, there are cases when a more advanced, negatively bent civilization might seek to control or influence other civilizations that are still operating in the highly dualistic plane of the third dimension. And the draconian reptilians are one of those races. They are that stereotypical reptilian race you hear about in the conspiracy theories. And it's important to know that not all of what we hear in those conspiracy theories is accurate. And it's also important to know that as we evolve our consciousness, as we all work to heal from past wounds and traumas and all put our efforts behind the positive evolution of society here on Earth, their efforts are thwarted. So they operate in kind of a corporate structure that mimics the societal structures that have evolved on Earth. So you see that in a lot of our economic systems and how our businesses have developed and how many of our businesses have developed in a for-profit model and have developed in a very hierarchical structure that has been influenced by these beings who historically have influenced some of the destructive societal norms and patterns that have existed on Earth. That does not mean that that is the case right now. So while they have had imperialistic agendas and while the Earth has been influenced and affected by them in the past, we are in the process of evolving beyond their influence right now. And because Earth and humanity have shown a desire to evolve beyond negative destructive forces, we are receiving support from many benevolent races to shift the collective consciousness, which is why the Starseed program is happening, right? And so it does not serve us to peddle negative narratives. It does not serve us to stress out and worry people about the potential of negative reptilians running our world. While there has been influence and there has been some of that at play in the past, human beings are perfectly capable of destruction and negative actions on their own, and that has been partially what has created a compounded traumatic and negative situation on our planet. And so it's important that we take a step back and remember that the evolutionary process is working as intended. And we are already seeing an evolution of our systems, and we are already seeing an evolution of our consciousness that is going to support a positive future for humanity. It does not mean that we make it out of this time and the systems that are in place now in the easiest way, right? Like, it's a struggle. We're seeing that. And we're seeing that even in so many of our societal changes that are taking place, right, around this push towards more equality and more love and more harmony among people, and this push for social justice and racial justice, and this push for not working ourselves to the bone and having more work-life balance, right? Humans are evolving the systems beyond what the draconians can control. So it's important to understand that, again, their influence has been minimalized, and it really doesn't serve us anymore to talk about them. It does not serve us anymore to have conversations about them being in control of us, or them preventing us from living the way we want. We are in control, and it's important that humans and humanity as a civilization remembers that we can rise up to shift the systems and to shift the structures that exist on Earth, and that is happening. So I share that because, some of what's in the conspiracy theories is true, and not all of it is true. And how we talk about those conspiracy theories can serve us or not serve us well, right? How we direct our consciousness can influence the positive evolution of Earth, or it can influence a more destructive evolution on Earth. So it is my opinion that while we can understand some of the historical influences, we can understand some of the galactic dynamics that have played out on Earth and out in the galaxy, in ancient times, it's important that we step out of that place of victimization and we remember that we are the creators of our reality, and we can move from victim to creator.